Hello, gentle readers, and welcome back. I am super excited for today's video because today we are doing something that I have been wanting to do for a really long time, and that is bedazzle our book covers. If you guys are big bookish girlies or gentlemen, you guys know that it is like a big thing to like make the covers of your books all extra and sparkly and glittery. And I love a good extra moment. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know this, but I've been a little bit nervous about trying it for the first time because I don't want to ruin my books. So, what I decided to do was I did pick up this kit with all the bedazzling like sequins. It also comes with some glue and tweezers, hoping that they're easy to use. And I picked it up over on Amazon. So if you guys are interested in bedazzling some of your covers and you're looking for like kind of an all-in-one kit, I'll link it below in the description box. But yeah, I decided that I will give it a try because I think if I do end up being able to do it very well, um, I think it would be a really cute addition to any bookshelf. Like maybe not all your books, but maybe like, one in the front of like maybe next to the genre sign. You can have one all sparkly and bedazzled. But I decided to do a few books that at first I was like, I'm gonna only do books that I don't really care for. And I know that sounds weird, but I don't want to ruin the cover of a book that I really love. So I'm just starting, my idea was just start with the ones you don't love. And I think I was being a little bit ambitious by thinking I was going to be able to do in this video one for every genre. I think that's going to be a lot of work. But I decided to pick one I haven't read before. It's actually on my TBR for fall. And it's soft covered, but it looks like I can probably do it pretty easily. What I'll do is just the title for now. And if I feel brave enough to take the step on adding some other details, I will. We'll see. But I did one soft cover. Pulled one soft cover, and that's the Baby Dragon Cafe. I just think this will be really cute if I can outline the title Baby Dragon in like maybe a pinky color or a peachy color or even a white glitter like bedazzle. I think that would look really pretty. So we'll see. We're starting off slow here. I don't want to ruin books. I love books. So definitely don't want to ruin them. And then the second book, I'll be honest, I didn't love this book. So it's easy for me to kind of be like, let's try and bedazzle this one. And hopefully, I still don't want to ruin it, but it makes it a little easier to kind of it won't break my heart as much as a book I really love. And that's To All the Boys I've Loved Before. For me, it was just a really amateur read, I guess. I didn't care for it. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't great, I guess, is what I mean for me. But that doesn't mean you won't love it. It's also a hardcover, so I'll be able to kind of test out, exactly, like how it would be hardcover versus soft cover. I'm hoping the glue that I got in this kit works really well and that I can do this. If you've ever thought about bedazzling your books, but you're too afraid to do it, I'm testing it out here for you so you don't have to. So let's jump into it. All right. A little bit over 2 hours since the last time I saw you, and I am back with some, I would say, useful information on bedazzling your covers. One is for all my nail girlies out there, acrylic, painted, anything like that. This is not a project you do with a fresh manicure. The glue is very sticky, very strong. And that leads me to my next note. I didn't realize how strong the glue was going to smell. It smelled very strong the whole time. And for this particular project, you need to be pretty close to the actual cover. It was a lot more tedious and frustrating than I thought it would be, but the results are worth it. I'm going to show you my 2 finished bedazzled covers. Now, again, I kept mine pretty simple, especially to start, because I was having a little bit of an issue with the glue kind of getting onto the tweezers, the metal part of the tweezers, and then sticking to all of the gemstones. And that was just very frustrating. I ended up using like a wet cloth or napkin. I just wet a napkin and like cleaned it after pretty much every few gems, because that ends up being really annoying when you have like 3 or 4 stuck to your tweezers in the wrong direction. It just, again, very tedious hobby. But if you're someone who likes something to work with your hands, something like kind of very focused, something that'll keep you focused. Maybe let some music, your favorite audiobook or your favorite show play in the background. I personally had Jane the Virgin playing in the background because I absolutely love that show. Then it definitely is worth it for the look, the extra, extra glitter that it adds to your cover. But let me show you the first one I worked on, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And it's funny because I had told you guys that I didn't care for the book, but because I put in so much work working on the cover, I will never get rid of it. And I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I decided for this one, since the font in the title was so small and skinny, to not even risk it and just go for the big flower, and like kind of just bedazzle that part. I love the glitter. If you can see the petals, I used 2 different shades, kind of like a beigey glitter and then a white glitter, and then the middle is just that yellow. And I think it looks beautiful, and I'll never give this book away now. So it's a way to love the books maybe you don't really love that much, but I absolutely love how this came out. If you look really close, you could see that it was my first time kind of doing it. It's a little like patchy in areas. The glue is kind of extra on some areas, and it's taking away and dulling the bedazzle on this particular petal. But from a distance and on a shelf, no one would notice it. You wouldn't even second guess it. It would just look like a really pretty book. And I think for a first time try, that it looks super pretty. So that's the first one. The second one, I did a little bit different, because the lettering in the title was a little bit thicker. But it was interesting because some of the letter was thick and some was thin. So I decided to use the bedazzle as more of a shadow effect and keep it only on the thicker side. So let me show you what I did to the Baby Dragon Bakery. Is this not so cute? I think it came out really cute, and I also decided to bedazzle the actual awning. Is that what you call that? The bluish awning, and the little dragon scale as well. And I tried to do it in the colors to match, and I absolutely think it came out. Hey, sorry, my cat is like trying to grab my microphone cord. 1 second. Go over there. Go over there. Okay, so I tried to match the gemstones with the color of the actual book so that it kind of blended in better. And I think it came out really cute. For a first time, I think I did a great job. Again, it's a tedious project. It's not something you can do in like 20, 30 minutes. It is pretty long. It's a long hobby to take on. I would say it's probably just as long as it would take you to do a detailed coloring sheet. Or even like those coasters that you make from scratch with the gemstones. It's about the same amount of time. So, if you are interested in doing your own at-home bedazzling, just remember, 1, the glue is very strong. So if you're someone sensitive to smells and your head gets, kind of hurts a little bit from strong smells, you may want to consider getting a different type of glue. Do your research. 2, fresh manicure, don't even bother. You're going to ruin your manicure and you'll be very frustrated. Now, I'm happy to say that I have a fresh manicure planned for a few days from now, so I'm not really too married to these nails, but fresh manicures are not the way to go with this particular hobby. And 3, be prepared to spend a little time on it because it's not a hobby that can be rushed or you can get through quickly. You have to be kind of very focused and take it slow. But overall, I think I did a good job and I absolutely love the look of both of them. And I highly consider at least you trying it once. Why not? Make your books a little bit even if they can be more magical, right? How could a book be so much more magical than it already is? Well, bedazzle it and you will see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe on your way out. And lastly, I'd love for you to check out my brand new website. It's www.jasminesummerford.com. Join the inner circle to find out all the details on a brand new project I'm working on. And I have some bookish blogs over there, so you can check them out and, have like bookish conversations on the topics that I write about. I actually absolutely love to read, other people's blogs because it's usually a topic that I cling to, like home interior design or book reviews. I have a few book reviews on my blogs as well. So if you haven't checked out the website, definitely check it out. I will also leave the link in the description box below. And until next time, my friends, may your mugs always be filled, your candles always lit, and your corners always cozy. Bye.